So when you're not using your meter, turn it off to the 12 o'clock position to save the battery. The black plug always goes in the common terminal. The red plug you move depending on what you want to measure. If you get a 1 reading on your multimeter, it doesn't mean you're not reading anything. It just means that you're off the scale. You might have to adjust your dial. And then finally, in number 2, the question reads, in order to measure current, the ammeter has to be connected in series. Where you set this to 10 amps, you move the red plug over. Why? Because an ammeter has to go into the circuit to complete it so that the current can flow through it. So what's weird about an ammeter is it completes the circuit. You build your circuit, then you put the meter in, and then your light bulbs will turn on, your buzzers will beep, etc. Whereas a voltmeter has to always go in parallel. What does that mean? It means that you turn it to the 20 volt setting, you move the red plug over, you build your circuit so it lights up, and then you just take the 2 probes and you connect it off to the side in parallel because you're reading the potential difference between 2 points. If you screw it up, what's going to happen is your circuit just won't work, or you'll get a junk reading. If you put a voltmeter in series, you actually short out the circuit because a voltmeter has a very low resistance. To not mess up the circuit, you get a junk reading. An ammeter, if you put in parallel, you'll also get a junk reading. You'll short out. The light bulbs will actually turn off there because you created a short circuit path there. This is one of those things where it doesn't matter how many times you read it or you hear me like lecture about it or what, you're not going to really understand it until you mess up in lab and then you see it. You see your mistake and then you fix it while you do it there. And in the end, a multimeter, you'll see, is a very handy-dandy tool which everybody should have in their toolbox to measure the 3 quantities for electrical current: voltage, current, and resistance.